everyone, and long live Blood Bowl!
Yes, that's right, Jim. Another exciting encounter is about to get underway.
Should be a classic, Bob. I spoke to the ref earlier on, and he says he'll be looking to keep a low profile.
There's little or no way out for this team. The players are going to have to play out of their skins just to stand still.
Here we go again for another bloodbath.
I think she's singing him a lullaby.
She's got the ball!
Doping is really endemic in this sport.
Isn't it written into the game rules? It seems this player does all the talking with the fists.
And they clearly know how to get heard.
Did you know that a skink devised a very special tactic?
No? What was it?
To avoid losing the ball, he swallowed it, and then made for the opposition end zone. That little trick came to an end the day a troll got hold of him. Brilliant pass!
As you say, good job. Great pass and catch!
She didn't tremble. You can't say much about that.
Full-blooded, but perfectly legal.
What finesse! What style! What perfection!
What a hammer blow!
That right hook was worthy of a black orb.
You're telling me it'll take a while to get over it.
And don't forget, children, don't try and do this at home. Remember, these are seasoned professionals.
Well, one of them is anyway.
hear about the Venus man-eaters, Bob?
Oh, yes, Jim. I think everyone knows about the man-eaters.
Oh, I'm scared, Bob.
So is everyone with proverbial coconuts. What violence!
Yes, it's a great spectacle, Bob. The defender was made to look stupid there. The Amazons!
Yes, Jim. Scantily dressed women that hit first and ask questions later.
Yes, Bob. I just wish there were more women like that.
Don't we all, Jim? Don't we all?
He sent him down for a chat with the astrogranite. Perfect dodge.
Two dodgers and the goblin would have been...
Touchdown! Well, let's hope that it's the first of many.
The ball's in play. Did you know, Jim, that the Tlax Warriors were the first people to win the Zlatan Cup back in 2491?
You mean no one else had won the cup before, Bob?
No, Jim. It was the first time a non-lizard team participated in the Lustrian Cup, and the Amazons took it by storm and grabbed the trophy from Sotek's word. That reminds me of when I took Griff to bits in the 91 final against Reichland.
Oh, yeah. You kneecapped him.
Boom! In the face, and then followed by a clean uppercut. Well done! Ouch! Have a nice sleep.
Little baby gets his medicine and he's having a little nap.
Ah, and do you remember Snake Sanders?
Yes, he was granted a hypnotic gaze after a Chaos Cup victory.
That's it. The gift proved his downfall because when he catches sight of himself in a mirror or a puddle, he gets rooted to the spot.
Not easy to handle, lad.
I've heard of teams that have simply disappeared after being abandoned by their supporters.
Let's say that some teams who haven't won a match for several years have been tied up by their fans and thrown into rubbish containers.
It's the only way to end a downward spiral. That reminds me of when I took Griff to bits in the '91 final against Reichland.
Oh yeah, you kneecapped him.
In the face, and then followed by a clean uppercut. Well done!
This player was really strong. Do you think they have some troll blood in them?
Could be. Or maybe his opponent shouldn't speak that way about the family.
Strange that the Lizard Men don't win more matches. They've got players that are fast on their feet and others that are quite strong.
Yeah, but they've also got players that are weak and others that can't pick up a ball.
Yeah, I suppose we look at it from that angle.
Poetry in motion.
What we'd like to see
More often.
They can start to move forward. This player has opened the slapping box and gives rather generously. Wow! I can tell you straight, that hurts. Now there's one that won't be coming back in a hurry.
These exotic Blood Bowl players are fairly new to the game, Jim.
Yes, Bob. They mesmerize me every time they enter the pitch.
Ah, yeah, Jim. These Lustrian Amazons sure have added some flavor to the game.
Look at that. Wow.
Oh, wow. Ow!
He's got the ball! What regulation clobbering!
You have to be counted to 10 to be officially knocked out.
In his case, I think that they could count to 5,000, and it wouldn't change a thing.
In a game as physical as this, the player is really in the right place.
Exactly. It's really ugly. Is it true that most of the Amazon team's devoted fans consist of young men, Bob?
Not at all, Jim. I've heard a large portion of their fan base consists of disgruntled homemakers and countless scores of former Bloodweiser babes.
Aha! That would explain why the Amazon fans had their own fans themselves. She sent him down for a chat with the Astrogranite.
Oh, brilliant side kick to the face. Let's see that again in slow motion.
The player gets hold of the ball.
That's what happens when a pro crosses an amateur.
Yes, splodge.
The player dodges the block, but receives a dozen from angry fans.
We won't see that player for some time.
Ouch! Oh, he's knocked him senseless.
You're assuming, then, that he had something between his ears to begin with.
She wasn't looking too healthy, so a bit of treatment will do her some good. First.
Today's insight comes from Jaime Schnibbel, coach and owner of the Goblin Lowdown Rats team. In yesterday's Spike magazine, he said that Blood Bowl was like war. No winners, just survivors.
Oh, that's deep. About as deep as his team's position in the rankings. The player has got the ball, and now he's the main target. In a game as physical as this, the player is really in the right place.
Exactly. It's really ugly.
Incoming!
Well, it is a violent sport. And don't forget, children, don't try and do this at home. Remember, these are seasoned professionals.
Well, one of them is anyway.
Did you hear about the Evil Gits? The team that is made up of a mix of evil players?
Their fans won the Most Evil Supporters of the Year award. Fully merited from what I've seen.
Looks like there was some bad blood between those two, eh, Bob?
Yeah, Jim. Something to do with swapped body parts.
He made picking that ball up look easy.
Upside down, that's one way to look at things. These exotic Blood Bowl plays are fairly new to the game, Jim.
Yes, Bob. They mesmerize me every time they enter the pitch.
Ah, yeah, Jim. These Lustrian Amazons sure have added some flavor to the game.
Look at that. Wow.
Oh, wow. Ow! In the face, and then followed by a clean uppercut. Well done! That guy won't be coming back, unless he plays for an undead team, that is.
Good one, Bob. Yeah, I love undead jokes. They kill me.
Poetry in motion.
What we'd like to see
More often. It's a catch! Now this player just needs to survive!
Wow. I can tell you straight, that hurts. Blood Bowl is reputedly the toughest of all sports.
So they say. But it really only comes down to taking a few hits.
That's one regulation clobbering. Well, that's one with a good reason to go see the apothecary.
Yep, looks like he's gonna need a good one. Go, 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 go!
Down, Bob, down, boy. Just take your pills. Is it true that most of the Amazon team's devoted fans consist of young men, Bob?
Not at all, Jim. I've heard a large portion of their fan base consists of disgruntled homemakers and countless scores of former Bloodweiser babes.
Aha! That would explain why the Amazon fans have their own fans themselves. As soon as he throws his first punch.
We know the opponent will be out for lunch.
What finish, what style, what perfection.
What a hammer blow!
Looks like there was some bad blood between those two, eh, Bob?
Yeah, Jim. Something to do with swapped body parts. There's a rumor that the coach doubled their touchdown bonus.
Well, if it's true, it's a strategy that might be paying off.
Three, two, one.
Bust up!
There was a time when the colleges of magic hadn't yet ruled on limiting wizard assistants to teams.
Who could forget the infamous 2472 Quagmire incident, when rampant spellcasting caused the entire Bright Crusaders Stadium to sink into the earth?
Nobody could forget that. People were blinded for miles around the stadium.
It seems this player does all the talking with the fists.
And they clearly know how to get heard.
People say that the Lizard Men were the first practitioners of Blood Bowl.
Yeah, I heard that recently. Probably explains why they're so good at it. Oh, no, another one who actually plays the ball. That's what happens when a pro crosses an amateur.
Yes, splodge. Nice left punch, right on the nose.
Sure was, Jim. It's broken now.
She sent him down for a chat with the Astrogranite.
Stab him into the... Wow, I didn't even have enough time to finish the sentence.
Well, you know, Bob, it really riles the fans when they see a player trying to sneak off like that. Just look at the fans. They're red hot. A majority of supporters reckon that the league should take measures to prevent the small minority of peaceful fans from watching a match from the terraces.
They've got a point. If they don't want to join in the fun, they might as well stay home and watch it on Cablevision.
Apparently, they tried to catch the ball and stand on it at the same time.
And failed at both.
They can start to move forward. He checked that move.
Made him look stupid, you mean? Yep, upside down. That's one way to look at things. Now, there's an acrobatic routine worthy of a gold medal.
Yes, it's nice to see an uppercut followed by a double backflip.
Good hand skills. The ball is caught. Nice pass. The action goes on. Now, skinks are about as stupid as you can get. Each time I played against them, they thought I was an opponent, when of course, it was them.
Yes, I see. If those big brutes have any intelligence, they'll learn from this defeat that sheer power is not always the key.
Too true. If they concentrated more on getting the ball than getting the man, it would be a step in the right direction. They can't have any qualms about that defeat.
What do you expect from a team that can't keep the ball?
Collective suicide?
They defended high up, keeping the opposition to their half of the field.
Everybody clean. It can't be.
They must have come up with an undetectable doping substance.
I hope so. Otherwise, we're in for a dull match.
That's what I call a low profile.
Yup. The players didn't bother the referee, and he didn't bother the players.